Alright, so we're playing Pandemic 2, and I've started out in New Zealand. I already let the disease build up a little bit so that I could just immediately start buying up some resistances. I like to get rid of the symptoms whenever I play this, just so that the disease is basically invisible to the world, which really helps for later, especially when it starts to spread, because some countries, like this one right here, Madagascar, love to close their borders when the disease starts to spread. And sadly, this is such a waiting game because you just have to wait until you get those points. But I like building up the resistances until they're at least all at about level 3 or 4. And then usually by then, they are beginning to spread to different countries. And not many infected, but we can change that. I usually buy some after like the symptoms, I'll unlock another tier. There's some good ones in the next tier to buy. As for right now, if you were to buy one, it'd probably be fever. I think that one's barely noticeable. That's the most unnoticeable one. I don't like to have symptoms, but everyone plays differently. And let's see, I have enough. Let's buy some more heat resistance. I like to get heat resistance and moisture up just because I can always dream of getting some of the harder countries, especially the islands like Japan, Madagascar. They like to close their borders. Then again, this game is entirely luck a lot of the time. Alright, let's get some more moisture out there. Remember the first time I played this game? I sucked at it. I mean, this is one of those games you just play over and over until you finally get the hang of it. Because if you make the disease, too noticeable at first, then you end up losing. Oh, Canada. How did I get to Canada? From New Zealand to Canada. Okay. Oh, Japan. I'll better slow it down a little bit, just so I can read it. Alright, Japan and Canada have it. Both on different sides of the world. Oh, India too. Oh, sweet. Sweet. And the US. And, oh, Madagascar got it. Yes! That is like a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's gonna be a good game. And China. Sweet. And Australia. Alright. I can deal with this. Let's give it some more cold resistance. And then once I gather up a few more points, I can start buying maybe some symptoms. I usually like to buy symptoms once they've got to every country. If that happens. I mean, that's usually a really rare occurrence, but I try to go until every country's at least, infected. And then I'll begin to build up symptoms. I think I'm gonna build up some more drug resistance. Take a hit in Indonesia. Alright, who's left? Oh, crap. How did... Oh, I hit Africa. Okay. Oh. Nope, South Africa. And no one here has got it. Oh, come on. That's some crap. How about you, Cuba? Oh, you suck, Cuba. And Mexico, surprising. Oh, nope, Mexico's infected. I'm not surprised. What about you? Come on, Greenland. Don't you want to join in on the fun? Deadly is waiting to kill us all. And Russia doesn't have it, but China does. Oh, there we go. Speaking of. Speed it up again. And buy a little bit of more cold resistance. Points really come in quickly at the beginning of this game, and then it really slows down, which kind of sucks. Got it in Brazil. Oh yeah. Oh, that's not the right country, right? And South Africa got it. Did North Africa get it? Good. I think I already checked that. And screw you, Madagascar. Oh, hell yeah. And the Middle East. Woot. I like how it's just the Middle East. It's just like such a big blob of countries that should be there. It spreads them up nicely, like even Cuba gets its own little one, but not there. And Peru. What about you, Argentina? Don't you want to join in on your neighbor's fun? How much does it take to unlock the next tier? Alright, so I'm pretty close anyways. Oh! Finally changed colors. That means, I don't know, about half of your population is now infected. And Argentina got it. Damn, I always check the wrong one, but good. Let's check the world. No, West Europe and Cuba are left. Let's unlock a new tier. And as far as these go, I like pulmonary edemas and no, not many here. This one and the fever, but I'm still waiting for West Europe and Cuba to join in on the fun. Come on, we're getting closer, because then after this I can just send out the infection to everyone. Oh shit. Okay, good. West Europe got it. I swear if Cuba closes their borders, I'm gonna be pissed. The one country that doesn't. This is actually going pretty well for once. It's a very rare occurrence to actually get countries like Madagascar to get infected. I guess if Cuba doesn't get infected, that means the rest of the world will have to be repopulated by Cubans, and Cubans got it. That means the world is now infected. Now we get to have fun. Let's unlock a new tier. What's one of my favorites? I like kidney failure a lot. It does a lot. And hypersensitivity once you start to pile on features to it. Probably in a second here they're going to start trying to develop a cure. Which I hope they don't, because I don't have enough points to do anything just yet. If I have enough to buy a fever, I'll buy some fever. There we go. Giving it something. I don't think fever is enough to... Oh, here comes the vaccine. Okay. I don't think fever is enough to kill anybody. The thing that sucks about the third tiers, everything costs so many points. And still no one dying. I think I'm gonna buy the pulmonary edema. I'm probably not saying that right, and I apologize, I do. Ha, look at them going from nice and green and healthy to the colors of death. You can close all your borders if you want, but everyone's infected world. How goes the completion? Okay, good. Not doing so great. I guess I'll have to buy something now. Oh, first deaths are coming in. Holy crap, look at that breaking news on the left there. Everyone is dying. I think. Yeah, the bodies are piling up. Isn't it a beautiful sight? Go, my pretty, infect them all. I can't tell you the amount of times I've actually lost this game because it's very high. I've played this game since I was like in high school. I mean, I love this game to death, and it's a pain in the ass. I wish they'd make a new one, because I've been playing this game since 5 years, maybe. Look at this tiny little boat. Let's follow it. Oh, looks like everyone closed their ports. You're on your own, buddy. Well, at this rate, let's give them some complications. How's the world doing? They're not doing so hot, are they? You go, New Zealand, you leave your borders open. I love how they close all the like shipyards and all this and that, and then there's this one sad lonely boat. Well, at least you left your borders and shipyards open, Greenland. It's too bad this boat seems pretty confused. At this rate, I don't think I care about the disease being spotted, so I might just buy something simple. I'm up to 6 points. See, I want to buy kidney failure because that's a really good one, but those cost a lot. I'm not at a problem of infection, I'm at a problem of trying to kill them. Kill the humans. At least the drought in Brazil came to an end. Let's give them some cysts, you know? You already have a fever, hypersensitivity to other diseases. Let's give them some cysts just to make life really intolerable. And it looks like the world is not getting very close to completing their, you know, little vaccine. They do not stand a chance. I love watching this boat because he's gonna go down and then back up. Up, nope, still closed. Up. So, would technically speaking he be the only one that's not infected? I don't know how much gas he has, but he's gonna have to run out of rations and supplies to land somewhere, right? I wonder if this disease makes them like zombies or just bedridden. I would hope for zombies. Too bad everyone's gonna die. How's the little tiny country of Cuba going? Oh, look, we're almost out of healthy people. Isn't it a beautiful sight? I love seeing it all red. It means my disease has done well. And in case you didn't know, I picked the middle one, and I'm playing on a realistic difficulty. Ooh, more likely to lead to death. I never got that one before. Pretty great. Let's see, do we want them to sweat or do we want them to vomit? Yeah, let's make them vomit. They didn't have it bad enough, you know? I think they had it pretty well. And this one lone boat, he goes on. I love when there's still like widespread flooding and like, you know, droughts. It's like, oh, it's not bad enough that this disease is literally killing everyone, that they need to have some droughts. Yeah, you need to have aftershocks and earthquakes as well. Oh, 8 people left. Goodbye, America. Poor Cuba. They're about reaching their capacity, and everyone shall die. I think I might do a transmission method here. See, if you notice, I haven't even bought one of those yet. Usually if I do go for a transmission method, I'm going for rodent or insect. I find those spread pretty well. If you start out and then you use the waterborne, I find countries close their borders way too quickly. Again, this is the realistic setting, so it's supposed to be a little realistic. I don't know how realistic it is that Madagascar only has one way in. At least they're dying. That's all that counts in the end. I don't need it to be spread, I need them to die. Have some coughing while you're vomiting with a fever. God, that must be awful. What a terrible disease. You have cysts while you're vomiting and coughing up a storm, and then a fever. And then you just lay on the floor dead. I'm still waiting. Who's going to be that first country that's devoid of life? I'm thinking I'm going to go with Cuba because it's the smallest one. How are you doing, Greenland? You still left your shipyards open. Such a trusting country. Oh, would you look at that? It looks like we might have Madagascar be the first one. Oh, New Zealand was the first. Oh, duh. That was the first country I've had. Oops. Well, dead. And that marks up 2 regions. Oh, Greenland was wiped out too? How long they've been dead? Wow. Alright. Well, then that means Madagascar will be done in a second. I think I'm going to save up a few points. And, I don't know. Buy up. Let's give them diarrhea. Oh, poor Canada. And Australia. The kangaroos will have to repopulate the earth, it's alright. How many countries are out? Oh, we got 5 out. Oh, Peru. I didn't even see Peru. Poor Peru. Oh, and Madagascar and Cuba. Oh, about tied. How's the big countries over here doing? Like, you know, China? Oh, shit. Let's give them explosive diarrhea. No signs of life in Japan. No! Let's see. Wow. Still quite a few countries going. I don't think they'll last long. Come on, there's like 15 of you. You guys can do this, America. I believe in you. No, America! And that's about it for America. Holy crap, everyone's getting wiped out. Oh, China's dead. How about you, Russia? Oh, Russia's dead. West Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. It's all up to you. The fate of humanity rests in your hands. No, it doesn't. We have overcome! Huzzah!